This is a quick how-to video to replace a broken rope on a Costco circa 2016 plus or minus Portofino pendulum umbrella. The issue is disassembling the crank assembly. If you've done your research online, there is no how-to video for this particular model. RST Brands, who provides this umbrella, has a customer service number, but they cannot provide any how-to videos on this particular model either. You're ultimately going to remove this bolt at the top so you can disassemble and slide this crank assembly off this vertical stem. And then to disassemble the crank assembly, the issue is it's made up of 4 clamshells, 2 here, 2 here. These 2 clamshells hold these 2 clamshells together, and then these 2 clamshells are held together by these pop rivets in this support stem. What you have to do to disassemble this, you have to grind the heads off these rivets, punch out the remaining pop rivet, take a rubber mallet, hammer off the crank assembly because it's still on there pretty tight. Once you pop out this protective cover, you're going to see 2 snap rings holding this shaft assembly together. Remove the snap rings. That releases these 2 clamshells from these 2 clamshells. Then to remove these 2 clamshells, you take off these 4 bolts, and do not forget this little screw down at the bottom. There's a screw hidden behind this plastic piece, which you pretty much just have to destroy to get out. And what you're going to end up with is a mess like this. Like I say, to repeat the process, you ground off the pop rivet heads, you punched out the remaining pop rivet. Once you remove these snap rings from both sides of this shaft assembly, it releases these 2 clamshells. Once you release those 2 clamshells, you can remove these 4 bolts plus this small screw at the bottom, and that releases the pulleys. Then you can easily run a wire up through this support stem and feed your rope through there, tie it off, and then just reverse the process to put it all back together. Again, it's a $12 rope to salvage an $800 to $1,100 umbrella. I don't know if it's going to be worth the time, but it's been definitely a pain in the ass. Horrible design.